Guys, it's Claudia and welcome back to the channel. In this vlog, I'm going to share my health journey with you all. When I was going through all of my tests earlier, making sure I had my glasses, my eyes checked. I was making sure I had my eyes checked because I need these peepers. I am always reading something, filming something, and you need to see and I need to see. So I will show you some clips of when I was at the optometrist, so getting my exam and selecting glasses, but you never saw what I was selecting. Why? Because I had to select them and then order them. So in this part, I'm going to show you what I selected. These are my glasses when I don't have on my contacts. And in my eyes now are my contacts. My doctor decided that I would need one contact in the right eye that sees at a distance. I use the contact in my right eye to see at a distance. The contact in my left is for close-up. They balance each other out when they're on and I don't feel crazy. But I am not going to take them off just to show you these glasses, so bear with me. I'm going to keep these contacts in and show you my glasses. I think they are so cute. These are my everyday glasses. I just love the color and the frame and the shape. They make me think of another pair I had one year, but of course the coloring is different. But I like them. I love them. Whenever I'm not filming, I have these glasses on. But when I'm filming, I like to have my contacts in because I don't want to look at the screen, run over, check to see if everything is a girl. I'm not going to say I'm lazy, but I do laugh at people who say I'm lazy and I'm not going to do such and so. But I just love it better when I film in my contacts. But these are so cute. Blink. Guess what, guys? I decided to get these. These are my glasses when I'm writing on the computer or editing. I'm working on a novel now. Right now I'm working on editing it. Well, I haven't worked on it in a while, but life happened and I was away from it for a hiatus. But I'm going to get back to it. Nonetheless, these are my glasses for doing just that, computer work. And I use these also to edit my videos on Final Cut Pro on my MacBook. Mind you, I have never treated myself to glasses simply germane to looking at a computer screen and protecting your eyes from the rays and the condition of looking at your computer screen for a long time. So girl is getting better and better and better. I love it. These are just so cute. I think I look rather secretary-ish. Not secretary-ish, executive type sister. Yes, but so right now, this is what we're going to do in this meeting. Follow me. Follow me, team. Oh, yes. In this vlog, you will also see me get a bone density test. After I took that test, the results came back that my bone density wasn't as high as they thought it should be for a person 65, but for a woman 65, and right away, my doctor was like, you could take these pills or you could take a shot. And I was thinking, what about diet? What about enhancing your bone density with exercise? That was just the first thought that popped into my head. And then I got on the internet and started researching. I learned all sorts of things about bone density. Green leafy vegetables as a main part of your intake. Your diet is great along with other foods. And your food can turn around any type of bone density issue. Or your diet and exercise can enhance your bone density for the better and increasing your numbers. So that is what I chose. And I started researching different foods. They were the foods I was already focusing on when I made my decision to go vegan all the way December 2022. So I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And not only that, but you can increase your bone density with exercise. Low impact aerobics, the stair climbing, the big stair climbing machine in the gyms. It said you can do that. The research says you can climb stairs for 30 minutes a day and build bone density. Not only that, dancing, any type of dancing, low impact aerobics is going to positively enhance your bone density. And so many others like yoga, jumping rope. It was amazing. I had already decided that yoga, meditation, and veganism would be my top priorities in 2023 moving forward. So I'm like, yes, that is what I am going to do. And ever since I got that test and the results, I have been in the gym, back in the gym, but I was already exercising. I just decided, increase it, girlfriend, enhance it. Get on that big machine, that stair climbing machine, and sweat and dance. Find a dance, and I've already found it, that I would love to do, and do it. Get active and stay active, and know that what you put in your mouth matters. Because if heart disease can be reversed via a diet of vegetables and vegan and vegetarian foods, and diabetes can be reversed, and high blood pressure can be reversed, and bone density, why wouldn't I take that option instead of swallowing pills for the rest of my life or taking shots? I take my chance on the diet, and I feel so amazing. Oh my goodness, you've got to think, what is dairy doing to the body long term? What is the consumption of meat doing to the body long term? And if you want to know that, read some of these books like How Not to Die. I've got to read that one. It's on my list, on my reading list for audio books. And so I will definitely be talking about that one. But I read Russell Simmons' book. Oh, Russell Simmons has a wonderful book called The Happy Vegan. It makes me scintillate inside just thinking about how much I love that, listening to that audiobook. If you haven't encountered it, get it. I have some points I want to share with you from that book as well. I got to go upstairs and get my notebook that I took notes in so I could have it. I'll be right back. This is my journal. I do a lot of things in here, but nonetheless, I record so many different things. I record what I need, what I would like to remember, what I'm going to read, notes from different books. But anyway, The Happy Vegan, Russell Simmons. One note I have several. Let me get to it. Meat and dairy and fish contribute to health issues. And he says that health issues are high cholesterol, high blood pressure, heart problems, diabetes, and cancer, just to name a few. Said animals are raised in horrid conditions and slaughtered for their meat. So therefore, you're taking all of that into your body when you consume animals. So please try and remember that for those who are carnivores. However, even though Russell is not a carnivore, he still has friends who eat meat, and he tries not to alienate himself from his friends by talking about why you should not eat meat so much. So he said that's why the book is called The Happy Vegan, because he wants you to be happy in your vegan journey and your vegan way of life, and not one where you're sitting somewhere isolated like one of his friends used to be, and he's at home because a lot of his friends don't eat vegetables and beans, and they eat meats, a lot of meat. So he realized, I think he said, the friend realized that he just couldn't live that way. You have to be accepting of others and then go along with what you're eating. He says he prepares sauteed spinach with garlic and hot sauce or pepper flakes, and that is a quick meal that lifts him up. And I did that, you all. It was so good. It was so good. Try that if you haven't tried that. Human beings, he says, are not natural carnivores. It was like we are herbivores. We are not naturally carnivores. You can tell by our teeth. He says, like, prepare more lentils. Have a lentil loaf. And if you don't know how to do a lentil loaf because you're so busy doing meatloafs like I used to do, then get on the internet. Get on Google, your best friend. Ask Siri for some lentil loaf recipes. Now, I've got to do that. On this channel, I like to show you the foods that I prepare, but when I prepare a lentil loaf, I'll let you guys know. He said he uses some Indian spices, or use Indian spices rather, and do a meatless lasagna sometimes. And if you can, purchase organic fruits and vegetables. Which reminds me, right now, I need to juice my carrots, apples, cucumbers, and celery before they are too old, because I'm over here enjoying all of my other vegan dishes until I don't want to have waste in my life. Definitely not with my food. Anyway, Russell's big three are the same as mine: yoga, meditation, and veganism. Weightlifting is not really good, he says, for your body. Running isn't good for the long-term effects of your body. And yoga keeps you healthy over the long run. And you could be any age and do yoga. So those are Russell's opinions. And he says, no illness can live in a body with excellent circulation. Now, circulation comes up as an issue with me because if I sit down too long, my limbs will be like, hey, Claudia, you need to get up and move, girlfriend. What are you doing? So I'm working on circulation with my acupuncturist and with my diet as well. And exercising consistently. So a girl should not have circulation issues coming very soon. But yogis say that no illness can live in a body with excellent circulation. Live in the present moment. I love that one. Live in the present moment instead of living in the past. The past has already happened. Everything that you're going to do, that you plan on doing, it springs from the present moment that you walk into it, not from the past. Success Through Stillness is one of Russell's books. I have not heard of that one, but I am going to get that one, either audio book or digital book, and read that one because I really enjoyed this book, The Happy Vegan. Not eating animal products cuts down on inflammation. Oh my goodness, inflammation. So many diseases stem from chronic inflammation. I'm going to film another vlog very soon where I will be unpackaging something for inflammation, dealing with grounding and earthing. I am so excited to do that myself and to share it with you. So look out, it's coming. Your doctor will prescribe pills instead of telling you to change your diet. I love you, my doctor. Hey girl, hey. But that is exactly what happened. Instead of telling me to enhance my diet and add in more of certain foods for bone density, she went right, her first choice was to prescribe pills and shots. So that, I guess Western medicine, in Western medicine, doctors are not taught about the power of your nutrition and your diet to turn around certain challenges that you have. They are taught to prescribe and treat symptoms, and you have to step further and do your own research for your health. Heart disease is the #1 killer in the USA. So if you don't do anything else to ponder diet change, you might want to shift that diet based on that alone. Leafy greens aid helping in heart disease. Zero meat and no dairy, no fish. Eat spinach, kale, chard, collards, bok choy, greens, lentils, legumes, seeds, no oils. Well, not too much oil, he says, but I use quite a bit of olive oil, organic olive oil, when I'm sauteing. So I will try and cut back on that. But I do like sesame seed oil as well. Plant-based diet, the meat and dairy industry, they keep us sick. So our government applauds it, money, they sanction it, but you have to applaud and sanction your own health. In the book, How Not to Die, my niece was telling me about the preface to that book. She said it was so good. And when I ordered that book and got on the waiting list to get it, one story that I absolutely loved in that preface was when the doctor said his grandmother at 65 was sent home to get her business in order because the doctor said, we cannot work on your heart anymore. You need to go home and prepare to die. His grandmother heard about a study in California where they were going to use diet and exercise to turn her severely hurt heart, her severely damaged heart around. And they did just that. At 65, she flew out to California and participated in the study, became their #1 student. And let me tell you all, She lived until she was 96. She lived 31 more years beyond 65. 31 more years. So diet can turn different ailments around. He also says meat and cancer, there's a high correlation between meat and cancer. Low animal consumption and low cancer rates occur in societies where they do not eat heavy with the meat on the menus. They do not have heavy meat on the menus for every meal like we do here in America. Going vegan can not only stop the spread of cancer, but reverse it. Studies have shown prostate and ovarian cancers have been shown to thrive on dairy and meat. Red meat consumption is linked to high rates of colon cancer and cardiovascular disease and strokes. High connection, he says, between antibiotics and meat consumptions. And you know, animals are given antibiotics for various reasons. And when they are given those antibiotics and you eat them, hello, antibiotics. To house, feed, water, and dispose of the waste of animals is just too much for our way of life, he says. He says it is such a burden for us to do all of that for animals and then consume them. When you think about that, there's the money involved in that and the natural resources that go towards that is just burdening our national budget. We must break our addiction, he says, to meat. But how to do it? I like that he had a chapter on that. He says, yoga is a practice, embrace it, let your loved ones know that you are vegan, consuming no animal products. He says vegetarians don't eat meat, but eat dairy products and drink milk. Because I was thinking about that recently. I was like, what's the difference between a vegetarian and a vegan? And then my nephew said just that. He said vegetarians don't eat meat, but they eat dairy products and drink milk. So soy-based milk, sour cream, yogurt, ice cream, and cream cheeses can be found in dairy-free forms. But a friend of mine here on YouTube, Raindrops, hey girl, hey, she was telling me, be aware that when products say non-dairy, that still means that they have dairy in it, but it has to say dairy-free. I didn't know that. I was thinking I was eating a vegan dessert. I was enjoying a vegan dessert when it said non-dairy. Now, hemp milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond-based ice cream, chickpea pasta, veggie pasta, all of those, he says, are great for you. Get them. And I thought I'm going to do chickpea hummus and eat that with crackers, chia seed crackers. So I will show you all that recipe when I do that. Now, he says, welcome a vegan community. Go and join a vegan community. Learn vegan recipes. And that's what I've been doing on Google, looking for different recipes, ways to prepare something. So I did collards, quinoa, and carrots with, of course, cranberry. It was so good. So, green leafy, and he gives a listing of different greens. So let me go through different greens. So let me go through those again. It can't hurt. Leafy green vegetables, high fiber filled, rich in antioxidants and vitamins, bok choy, cabbage, broccoli, kale, dandelion leaves, mustard greens, romaine lettuce, spinach, turnip greens, Swiss chards, arugula. Green vegetables taste great sauteed with garlic. Now I have a whole clove and a half of garlic, so I will be putting that on my green beans. But I've seen Lydia Dinga. I love Lydia. Hey Lydia. I love Lydia Dinga's vlogs, but I saw her prepare some green beans and she sauteed them in a little olive oil. They looked so delicious. All right, so a green juice recipe he swears by would be kale, parsley, spinach, cucumber, and apple. At present, I think I have frozen kale in there. I may have frozen parsley. I have spinach, and I have fresh cucumber and apples, so I just may do that Friday or the weekend. He says, be careful with your apples and beets and carrots because they already contain lots of sugar. So use those sparingly in your drinks. Eat beans and legumes. They're great for proteins and folic acids. Now, my auntie said today, I can't be a vegan because I need my protein. I was like, hold up, auntie. Hold up. You can get more protein from vegetables than you can from animal products. So no, I can't go along with that. And if I hear that, I have got to speak to that when a loved one or anyone says that. You can get lots of protein from vegetables. Kidney beans, he says, edamame would be good, lima beans, snap peas, peanuts, green peas, fava beans, and lentils. Now I don't remember fava beans, me ever preparing it, but I've got to check that out. I did get some edamame, and I found that edamame out of the shell is edamame, and when it's in the when it's in the hull, it's something else. Okay, he says learn to love bean dishes because you've got bean burritos, you've got salad and chili and bean breads and bean soup and white bean soup, he says, are so good. And he reminds us that lentils lower cholesterol, they aid in digestion, they increase your energy, and lentil soup is great for you, and curry lentils are wonderful. Protein and B12 vitamins. He says plants provide the same protein and vitamins as meat and more. B12 is important. Don't let your body come up with a B12 deficiency. So make sure you're getting your B12s. And with bone density, make sure you get your K2. That vitamin is great. And I do take calcium and vitamin D and turmeric and other zinc and other vitamins. So we're working on it. Eat your quinoa, your hemp, your beans, your seeds, your nuts, your vegan chips, your bean sprouts. I got some bean sprouts one day from the Korean market. They were so good. I started preparing them different ways and seasoning them. I'm like, yum. Chickpeas, macadamia nuts, pinto beans, and sunflower seeds. Probably go with the unsalted if you have hypertension in your family. Almonds, avocados, black-eyed peas, brown rice, bulgur, chia, hemp seeds, oatmeal, butter, sunflower seeds, pasta, tofu, which I have been getting a lot of, walnuts. Russell's faves are beans, chickpeas, peas, lentils for protein. Grains, whole grains, buckwheat, rye. Could probably have buckwheat pancakes with honey or stevia, or maybe make your own sweetener with fruits. Rye, smelt, oats, quinoa, barley, and brown rice. Or maybe get some whole grain bread. It's going to cost you more, but it'll be worth it for your digestion and your overall health. Make a salad that consists of quinoa, cranberries, blueberries, and cashew nuts. That sounds so good. I might have to do that soon. Oh my goodness, quinoa, cranberries. I have cranberries, I have blueberries, and I have cashews. I'm going to make that this weekend. No white anything. No white rice, flour, white bread. It's been bleached and it's not good for you. Read the packaging on all of the foods you buy. Take the time to read the packaging in the store. It'll be well worth it. Your pasta, make sure you have the whole wheat pasta or the semolina. No enriched or bleached anything. Oh, I've got to try the soba Korean noodles. S-O-B-A. He says they are so good. Nuts, almonds, cashews, walnuts. They're healthy omega-3 fatty acids with protein and high fiber. So make sure you get your peanut butter, your almond butter, your hemp seed butter, and your hazelnut butter. I've got to try 2 of those. Or you can make them at home, he says, with your food processor, coconut oil, cinnamon, vanilla, and cacao powder. Now, for a quick nutty snack, get your seeds. Your sunflower seeds, your pumpkin seeds, your sesame seeds, your flax seeds. I know this is a lot, but it's good to take. And you can listen to it and stop and come back and listen. Eat fruit daily if you can. Melons, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, peaches, apples, and try to get at least some of them organic. Kiwi, mango, bananas, they reduce inflammation. Make sure to rinse your mouth out with water after eating fruit so that the sugar from the fruit does not stain your teeth. Rice vermicelli, noodle made from a sweet potato. White potatoes, try and get russet. Sweet potatoes, leave the skin on your potato. The nutrition is under the skin. Of course, you're going to shave off the part that's not so good. Basil, mint, thyme, rosemary, parsley, fennel, great for your herbs. Get them fresh. Red pepper flakes and cumin. The different oils, he has coconut oil here. I used to get that a lot. Corn, grapeseed, I used to buy that too. Chili powder, cilantro, ginger, turmeric, and sesame seed oil. Try and stay away, he says, from the spray oils. Get the lemons for the lemon juice, the peppers, and your tofu dishes. Salt, sugar, and fat in your dairy and your meats keep you hooked on the meat industry. Hazelnut milk, I don't know, never seen it. I have never seen it, but I would love to try it. I love the dates. I have some dates and cranberries right now. Cashew cheese, he says, Daya has a great cashew cheese. It's a company that makes vegan cheese. I bought some of that, and I have, not cashew, but I have some, I think it's Daya, D-A-I-Y-A, in the fridge now. I found it in the stores. But the V-Bites, a company with great vegan choices, I don't have any of that. Now, one section Russell talks about deals with tofu and soybeans and how important that is, because I did not know that miso soup is a byproduct of a soybean. So miso soup is made from soy and tempeh, and of course I knew about edamame and tofu. And he says tofu is packed with protein and 8 essential acids, and studies have shown it will prevent osteoporosis in women and definitely help with bone density. So he mentions tofu at home. He says you can make tofu right at your home. You don't have to go and buy it for $1.74, $1.79. You can simply heat up soy milk with water and let it curdle and then press it into blocks. And after letting the soybeans soak overnight, of course you would start there processing it. And it'll take a few hours, but it's not that long. But tofu has been made, he says, in Asian homes for thousands of years. Organic tofu and different types of tofu. Now, soybean can also help create the soy yogurt, or soy yogurt comes from the soybean as well, and soy ice cream. There is a website that he tells you about in that book called the PETA website, P-E-T-A, and it talks about different foods to avoid. It gives you information about being vegan. And also there's the Happy Cow website, which does the same. You can shop at different farmers markets based on the localharvest.org. Localharvest.org will show you where the farmers markets are in your area. If you wanted to buy vegetables, fruits and vegetables germane to a certain area, you can do that at Local Harvest and find where they are and buy them. So 2 websites for vegans, happycow.com and PETA.com. Oh, let's see. Oh, he says Happy Cow is a great search engine for vegan restaurants. If you're ever curious about where can I go to get a vegan restaurant. Lentils and brown rice would be a recipe I want to consider. Lentils and brown rice, Indian style with different curries. I'm curious about that. I'm going to look for different recipes for that. Now he says you can get maki rolls at your sushi restaurant with sweet potatoes, peanuts, avocados, and cucumbers. I believe, yes, I have had maki rolls. I have had maki rolls. He said if you're curious, you can go to a certain website and find out just how much your doctor receives from pharmaceutical companies and just how much money they receive. If you go to projects.publica.org/DocDollars, DOCKDOLLARS. So pharmaceutical projects, you can find out just how much of a kickback and a payback your doctor is receiving from the pills that they prescribe to you. Vegetariannutrition.net is the site that he gives us. Vegnews.com, VEGNEWS.com. You can explore new food choices, delicious recipes, and job listings for the vegan community. How about that? The latest vegannews.com is there. This rawsomeveganlife.com. And he says sisters run the one sistavegan.com. That's SISTAVEGAN.com. It's a community of black women who are vegans. So I've got to check that one out. And the Garden of Vegan is a Tumblr website. It's a Tumblr site where you can go and get helpful recipes. Garden of Vegan on Tumblr. And Oh She Glows has its own website with over 500 vegan recipes. So you can't say I don't know how to go vegan because I don't know if any recipes. They are out there waiting for you to find them. Vegan cookbooks listed were Simple Recipes for Joy, Charmin Simple Recipes for Joy, Sharon Gannon. Eat Like You Give a Fuck, Matt Holloway and Michelle Davis. The Oh She Glows Cookbook, Angela Liddon. The Veg-ducation of Ramen by Robin Quivers. The Veg-ducation of Ramen by Robin Quivers. And that's spelled Vegducation. The Veg-ducation of Ramen. Now, the Plant Power Way is a cookbook by Rich Rowe, R-O-W-E, and Julie P. And The Fork Over Knives is a cookbook by Dale Stroff. There's so many options for you. And if I didn't call off something you might want to know about, you can go straight to Instagram or anywhere on the web and find a vegan channel just for you. So, I will be preparing some of these dishes that tweak my curiosity and my taste buds, and of course, I'll share them with you on this channel. All right, guys, I hope to see you in another vlog. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye. So downstairs, I unboxed all of my goodies. And as I showed you the receipt, I'm not sure how clear that came out, how clearly it came out, but it was $25 for all of the soup. I got at least 6 cartons of soup. Now, I'll admit, I got the economical Great Value vegetable broth soup, and I got half organic vegetable broth, which was a little bit more expensive, but it wasn't like it was over $3. So that was good. And Gatorade I could not find at Walmart in the large containers that I was going to use to chase as my sister can say, barium, the nasty tasting barium. So I got apple juice. It's still a clear fluid, and I will chase it with that and get it down and chug it and chug it and chug it. And the rest of my fluids will be water with lemon. And I'm not quite sure exactly where to look when you're looking at a cell phone, but let's see. Isn't that cute? That is the sauna back there, baby. Anyway, hey, I got so much Jell-O. I shouldn't be hungry. Between the Jell-O, the apple juice, and the popsicles and the broth, a sister is ready for the colonoscopy. The colonoscopy. And let me see, how does this go? I was trying to turn that around and talk facing that, but that's okay. But nonetheless, like I told my sister, I'm starting today. Can you tell my teeth are cleaner? I am so excited. I'm going to vlog my tooth whitener very soon, very, very soon. Because I remember my little niece said a while back, Auntie, I think I'm going to get my teeth whitened. And I was like, me too. I was thinking about that, and I was. So I bought a tooth whitener, I believe it was last year or 2021. Might have been 2021. But then it could have been 2022. But nonetheless, we're going to do it this year. We're not waiting. We are going to get that tooth whitener at home kit, and I got it in my bedroom. I'm going to pull it out and whiten these teeth. Let's see. Okay. They look like they're pretty good. They're pretty white. I like them. I mean, you're on social media. You have got to have your teeth looking as white as possible. Okay, guys, I am going to go downstairs and get a popsicle or two and end the vlog here as I work out. And we're going to get it. We're going to work out and read. And then I'm going to get back on Instagram, TikTok, respond on YouTube, all of my good stuff from social media. Because I love it. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. What can I say?